In the name of God, hello everybody, my name is Mehdi Kortnavasi. In the task 4, I sent a link to my channel into YouTube, and there is a playlist here including 26 video until now about the learning relational database SQL by example in Visual Foxpro. And at the beginning of this task, you must watch the movie 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, first 5 movie, and also you must did the discussion of 4 before doing this task. And you must be learn how to use the SQL command in the MySQL environment in task in discussion 4 with same data, and you must define the data structure and database with the same data I explained in discussion 4. In task 4, as you see, first here is a link to the playlist and the 5 movie I put it in the side. You must watch sequentially. So in part 3 you must watch this movie and then try to execute the same SQL commands as I explained in this movie. These commands are exactly the same commands I explained in the 5 movies, and I try to execute same commands in the MySQL environment and get the same result. After that, you will be ready to make a Microsoft Word document named Task 4, and for each SQL command I explained in this movie, you must write the command first. At the next of the command, write a maximum 2 lines description in natural language. Suppose your audience is a manager with no technical background, and execute the command and get a screenshot of the result of the command and put the screenshot after the explanation. Let's start with the MySQL environment. I started with use test data to open the test data and select the test data. This database initiated in the discussion 4 with the data. So just I try to run the same query. Select SR from customer. Select SR retrieve all fields from the table customer, including all records, because I have no included the where clause in the query. Before you try to this, first in the edit tab, preference, set the number of SQL execution. Here there is a tick limit row in the 1000. Please remove this tick first and then OK and execute the command. for the heavy amount of the data, this tick must be on, is useful because there is no traffic in your network, and every time just maximum 1000 records retrieved. But in this example, because the number of records is not too much, so you remove and compare the number of retrieved records by the executing each command with the same number of records in the movies. Let's start. I select this line and click this, execute command 92 records, all fields including and all 92 records retrieved from table customer. The next command, 3 fields only listed from table customer. As you see, only 3 fields retrieved, and again 92 records, the number of records in table customer. In the next query, I use upper city. I named a city list to the result column, and company is an explicit field name of table customer and renamed it in the output table in the output query with the client code. Let's run. You see again 92 records retrieved, and the caption of the columns changed by city list and client code. The next query, as you see, city list, same query with same name, and the lower company, all the data in the field of the company showed in a lower case, and I didn't assign any name with as class to this field, so the system automatically assigned client code to the column name. In Visual Foxpro, you watched as a exp underline 1 or exp underline 2, so the default name is vary from DBMS to another DBMS. There is no field name such as client code in the table, but this column name is assigned by this DBMS. So in the programming language, you must know what is the result of the name to address each column in the cursor or query. Next query, again 92 records from table customer, and sorry, on the last command I renamed by client code. In this command I removed as class and system assigned lower company. This name is assigned by the system for this expression because lower company is not a field name. This is an expression or a combination of a field, constant value, or some fields together and as an expression. Here also the company in the lower case, and in the next query, as you see again 92 records, upper city as a city list and company without as upper city list, and company because company is a name or explicit name of the field in a table customer. Same field name showed here as a column name. And next query, select distinct T alias 1 company, T alias 2 order date, T alias 2 ship on. 3 fields selected, 2 of them from T alias 2 and 1 from T alias 1. From table customer, I renamed it the table with the alias name T alias 1 and table order with alias name T alias 2. Alias names just valid in this query, and the physical table name will not change. Just for this query, you can assign a dummy or virtual name to each table with the alias name, as I did. Where will limit the scope of or the domain of the fetched or retrieved records. So the table of the customer and table order will join together, and customer ID is a common field in both tables. So all fields, all records from both tables will be retrieved distinctly. Distinct means because I use only 3 fields, so all 3 fields must be distinct or unique in the output result. Let's see the result of the query. As you see, 1078 records return exactly the same number I showed in the Visual Foxpro version on the last movie. So you can see 3 fields: company, order date, and shipped on retrieved, and every field is shown by its original field name. The next query, I didn't assign the alias name. Same query, instead of T alias 1, I used the original table name, customer.company, and orders. Orders is the name of the table. As you see, the table of the database test data is customer, employee, orders, orders item, and products. Okay, let's run the query again. Same result, 1078 records retrieved with same field names. The result exactly is the same. Here I use order by. If you omit the order, the record in the result will be retrieved according to the physical sequence of each table. There is no guarantee in ordering by some field or composite key, and here I use the order by with 3 separate keys. The first key order according the first key. If the repeated records found on the first key, the repeated records will be ordered or reordered according to the second key, and if the first and second key have multiple records, and their repeated records will be reordered according to the third key, and so on. Let's run the query. As you see, 92 records retrieved. Country null or space come top because the first key is a country, and then Argentina, Australia, Belgium, and Venezuela at the end. So as you see, for example, here Brazil is a repeated record. The next key is a postal code. So you see the repeated records ordered by the postal code, and if the postal code will be repeated again, for example, in this France, 2 postal code reordered by the third key, the company. D come first and F come later. The next query is retrieving the company, order date, ship on from table a customer and order into table, and with the where clause, and I use into out file in the quotation the map and the file name, and the fields terminate by comma. This is a syntax to export, as you see, to export the output result to FCV, CSV, or comma separated value, or a text file output. I try to run this query and I get an error message here because the MySQL server is running with the SQL 5 private option, so it cannot execute this statement. This statement is correct, but this version of installation of MySQL cannot permit to me to execute this command. So you can remove, for example, this part of the command and take a semicolon here, execute the command, get the result 1078 record retrieved, and you can use here with the export. And for example, I use in the desktop, I named it as a TT, and you will find in a desktop, let's see, a file generated. I can open this file with the Excel, for example, and you see the same result exported to the CSV file. As you see, the record retrieved here, and the number of records is 1079 records retrieved and exported to the Excel environment. Okay, let's because the first row is a field name in the Excel, one record more than the number of retrieved records is shown in the Excel environment. But actually the data records is only 1078 records. As you see here, the number of records is 1078. Okay, let's continue with the aggregate function. select count asterisk from orders. It means the number of records in table order. Retrieve just one cell, 1078. The next command is average and minimum, order amount and order amount from table orders, and I named as the t alias 1. As you see, t alias 1 because average and minimum is not an explicit name, and I didn't use as class for the field names, so the system assign default name to the columns. Here is the average and minimum of order amount. Exactly the same result you can compare with my movie and find I exactly executed same commands in Visual Foxpro and explained more in detail. So here you can compare the result same with same data. Next command, select count order ID 1078 records from table orders and sum order net. So here is the sum order net from 1078 records of table orders. Just 2 items as a result. And the next maximum, minimum, and maximum to country and ship on. These fields are in date format and character string format, and in this query I show the max and min, and it's working to another type of the data rather than only the numeric. So Venezuela in two country is a maximum because V is maximum in capital, and Argentina in minimum, name of the country, of the list, how many records, process 1078 records of table order process, and the max and min and maximum ship on is a date. So exactly the same result on the movie appear here. Next query, again 1078 records retrieved, and here in Visual Foxpro with the plus sign you can concat two strings together or two or more strings together, but in the SQL the behavior is different. So as you see, postal code come here, the next is postal code plus a string minus 1 2 3 4. Instead of concatenating this string to the value of the postal code, here in SQL is minus deducted this number from postal code, although the postal code is a character string, not in a numeric string. In the table customer, let's see, table customer column, and you can find Here is a postal code. As you see, postal code is varchar 10. It's variable character string. But the SQL behave it as a numeric field. So the result is different than the Visual Foxpro. For overcoming to this issue, I use a function of concat. Concat is a function you can pass two or more string in the printf and separating with the comma, and the result is concatenating the string together. So I try to run this query. You will see same number of records retrieved, but here is a postal code and here is a postal code concat with -1 2 3 4. As you see, 1 2 3 4 is concat to the value of the postal code because postal code is a character string. And also here minus or dash 5 6 7 8 also same result. Okay, I covered all SQL commands in 5 movies here, and you must do the same procedure and try to write command by command here and execute, get the result, a screenshot, take a screenshot and write the command with the number in the Word document file first, then write a description for each command, and then put the screenshot after that. This is just for one command. The second command, again, number 2, second command, description, a screenshot. The third command, and so on. So I'm sure if you follow my direction and do the same procedure, absolutely you will be prepare yourself as a SQL learner, and you will find a good job as soon as possible in the high demand market. So I hope all of you be successful and happy of watching this movie. Thank you.